When you hear the name Logan Smith, you immediately think of a voice that feels like it was born for gospel music, pure, powerful, and filled with heart. But what makes Logan's story so remarkable isn't just his talent. It's the journey, the trials, and the faith that carried him to where he is today. Logan's story begins with a fight for life. When he was born, doctors discovered he had asthma so severe that his parents would wake up in the middle of the night to find him gasping for air, lips turning blue. He was hooked up to a breathing machine 3 times a day, and things got so bad that scraping his lungs was considered the last resort. But God had a different plan. During a weekend revival where his dad was preaching, something miraculous happened. Logan was completely healed of asthma. That healing wasn't just about physical breath. It was the beginning of a life where Logan would use that very breath to glorify God through music.
There's a roof up above me. I've a good place to sleep. There's food on my table and shoes on my feet. You gave me your love, Lord, and a fine family. Thank you, Lord, for your blessings on me.
The influence of Vestal Goodman. Like many kids, Logan grew up watching videos. But not just any videos, the Gaither Homecoming series. That's where he first saw his hero, the legendary Vestal Goodman of the Happy Goodman family. At just 3 years old, Logan would stand in his room with a pencil as a microphone and his dad's handkerchief in his hand, pretending to be Vestal herself, singing, "I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now." Little did he know, that pretend stage in his bedroom was preparing him for the real stage that God had waiting. At age 7, Logan was asked to sing at a senior dinner at his grandparents' church. He was nervous, he hesitated, but eventually he stepped onto that stage, and everything changed. He sang Goodman favorites with such passion that the audience was blown away. That was the night Logan Smith's shell broke open, and the world got its first glimpse of his gift. From that moment forward, doors began to open. Churches, special events, concerts. People wanted to hear him. And Logan, still just a child, began a journey most singers only dream of.
There's a land that is fairer than day, and by faith we can see it afar. For the Father waits over the way to prepare us a dwelling place there. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. To our bountiful Father above, we will offer our tribute of praise, and our spirits will sorrow no more. Not a sigh for the blessings of rest. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. In the sweet by and by we shall meet on that beautiful shore.
By age 10, Logan had already recorded his first album, The Journey Begins. At 11, his second album, Just Any Day Now, followed. At 12 came Satisfied, with background vocals from none other than Jeff and Sherry Easter. And at 15, Child of the King was released. It's incredible to think, while most kids were just learning what they wanted to be, Logan was already stepping fully into his calling. Gaither Homecoming Breakthrough. Thanks to Jeff and Sherry Easter, Logan's big breakthrough came in 2008. On October 31st, he was invited to sing at Gaither Fest in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And just like every other stage before, he blew the crowd away. That night began a series of appearances with the Gaither Homecoming Tour, including concerts, cruises, and even tapings like Count Your Blessings and Majesty. The boy who once held a pencil microphone in his bedroom was now standing shoulder to shoulder with the very heroes he had grown up admiring. By 2009, Logan was singing on a main stage at the National Quartet Convention, an honor that many gospel artists work their whole careers to achieve. He wasn't just seen as a talented kid anymore. He was respected as a young man with an extraordinary gift. Logan has often shared that his musical roots come from groups like the Happy Goodmans, the Hinsons, the Rambos, and the Spears. But he always points back to Jeff and Sherry Easter as some of his biggest influences. In fact, Jeff Easter once called Bill Gaither himself and said, "You've got to hear this kid," and the rest is history. Fast forward nearly 20 years, and Logan Smith has released 10 solo albums and 3 albums with the award-winning trio, 11th Hour. His latest project, Something to Believe, even debuted in the top 20 on the Christian iTunes chart. He has traveled over 1 million miles, toured overseas in places like Canada, Northern Ireland, Norway, and Israel, and been nominated for nearly every Singing News Fan Award category: Favorite Soloist, Young Artist, Horizon Individual, and Lead Vocalist. Logan's music isn't just about singing songs. It's about delivering messages of hope, faith, and encouragement. That's why audiences love him. But here's something you might not know about Logan. He's also an incredible cook. Just like his music brings people together, Logan believes food has the power to do the same. In 2023, he released his very first cookbook, I Hope It's Fit to Eat, which sold over 3,000 copies. Whether it's singing from the stage or cooking in the kitchen, Logan's mission is the same: to bring joy, comfort, and encouragement to others. Even with so much already accomplished, Logan Smith is still only at the beginning of his career. Millions of miles behind him, yet countless opportunities still ahead. His passion for gospel music, his love for people, and his heart for ministry will no doubt carry him into even greater heights. Logan Smith's story is a reminder that no matter where you start, even if it's with a sickness, fear, or just a pencil for a microphone, God can take that beginning and turn it into something extraordinary. From a little boy pretending to be Vestal Goodman, to a man who now inspires audiences around the world, Logan's journey is proof that when you give your life fully to God, He will use every breath, every talent, and every mile for His glory. So, if you ever doubt your purpose, remember Logan's story, because the same God who healed him, guided him, and opened doors for him is the same God writing your story too. And that's the story of Logan Smith, a voice that blesses, a heart that serves, and a journey that continues to inspire.